A seat other than my own.
Member from St. Andrew South,
Southwest.
Southwest, proceed.
Thank you.
Angela, in a different. Member from St. James South, please turn off your mic. Member from Trelawney, yes, thank you. Anybody else who has your mic on? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Madam Speaker, I am very pleased to be able to have an input in the discussion on the motion that's before us in terms of the referral of the standing orders review. I do believe that it is timely, as others have said. In fact, I believe that there are a number of conventions that we have been seeing over the years that we almost have taken for granted. And I believe, although the Speaker has discretion, when the Speaker seeks to throw out the conventions without any other conversation or discussion with the leader of opposition business or others, that it can be problematic in terms of how we relate within the Parliament. And so it is important when we go to do the review for us to agree on what conventions are then made into standing orders or which ones we will throw out, so we are all operating on the same page. I believe that a big part of the issue that we have in making sure we stick to the standing orders has to do with a perception of bias, and therefore, and also, quite frankly, a lack of trust. And I believe that the discussion in the Standing Orders Review Committee could provide an opportunity for us to explore the various positions on the issues and have a better understanding of where members stand, so that that lack of trust that obviously exists can be put in the background while we focus on what the new standing orders would say. Every time I hear the Speaker speak about the review for the Standing Orders Committee, I hear a reference to the work that has been done by the committee, by yourself and the committee, which is important, yes. I always want to make sure we add to that it is an opportunity for us to really review, which means that if individuals would want to make changes to what is there, that they are free to place it on the table. I do know I've said this before, and I do know you have agreed that that is so. But because every time it is mentioned, that part is left out, I am duty bound to place it on record to make sure that that is clear. Madam Speaker, in the debate, it is extremely unfortunate that in this current debate, the member could stand and attribute to the comments that have been made on this side that there is willful disrespect. Disrespect can be discerned or felt, but I do not believe that there is anyone in this House that has the ability to come into our heads to determine whether or not it's willful disrespect. And so I am clear that, and which is what I also do, if there is an interchange and an exchange that seems disrespectful, I believe it is fitting for that to be drawn to the attention of whomever to say that this is received as disrespect, and that I have no problem with. I understand that. And I believe that the more we have the courage to do that and to stand on the same respect that we demand, the more it is that we will be able to get rid of anything that might seem like disrespect. Respect does not only go to the chair. It should come from the chair to every member that is sitting. Like the Speaker, I have also felt coming from her actions and words that I find disrespectful. I am going to take, Madam Speaker, the same advice that I am giving today, which is that when that is felt, I will respectfully say that that is how it is received. So that if there is clarity to be made, it can be made so that we can move on in a different atmosphere. I believe it is important what we're doing with the standing orders and that we're all on the same page so that Jamaicans looking on us as we are having the discussion can understand what is happening. I believe that the mic system that has been introduced is one of the worst things that could have been introduced because I believe that because persons are not heard unless the speaker so approves, what it means is that when comments are made, they are often either not properly heard, misinterpreted, and in fact, the Madam Speaker says that she has good hearing. But I don't want to depend on Madam Speaker's hearing. I want to make sure that whether it is PBCJ, whether it is Hansard, I want to make sure that others are able to capture what is being said by all. Because I believe that also helps to take out of the discussion, yes, the animosity that is developing, or I should probably properly say has developed. So I just want to say that. I also want to make sure that as we go through the standing orders, we make a distinction between disagreement that is strongly and forcefully made and disrespect. Because those are two totally different concepts. Yeah, they are two totally different concepts. And at times it seems as if persons want all of us to be singing from the same Sankey. On this side, we don't sing Sankey. And so it's hard to get us to sing from the same Sankey, right? No, we are thinking beings, and we use that gray matter that has been given to us. Madam Speaker, I am hoping that in the review of the standing orders, the matter of seeking protection from the Speaker is something that will be clear. There are times when you hear that you have to ask the Speaker for protection. But there are other times when the Speaker jumps and protects. And often, it is the same behavior from the Speaker towards both sides, meaning it is always to protect on that side and to require us to seek your protection. And so I'm hoping that it is one of the issues that will be addressed in the standing orders review so that we are clear on how that is to operate and that the Speaker will be consistent in applying the standing orders as well.
Could you please turn off your mics, all of you? I will now ask the member from Trelawney South.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise this